Hello traders, you're welcome to today's video, and you're also welcome to my channel. Alright, for those of us who are subscribers already, this is a kind of continuation from where we stopped. And for those of you watching my video for the very first time, the first thing you can do for yourself right now is hit that subscribe button below this video so you can get the remaining topics we have to discuss. Alright, we can see that we have so much to talk about. Everything aligned red are the ones we've discussed so far, but the ones still aligned black are the ones we are here to talk about. So if you missed other videos, do well to hit that subscribe button so that the remaining topics you're gonna have them at the disposal the next time we release them. And also go to my channel and watch the previous videos, or you can go just below this video, inside the description you get links to other videos, and as well a link to my playlist where you can watch from the very beginning up to the last video we stopped. Alright, also don't forget to subscribe to my channel, share this video if you like it at the end, and also like this video. Comment below, tell me areas you want me to talk on, and I promise you guys I'm just gonna do that for you guys. Alright, let's go into the market. So I will show you what I have for you guys today, and today we're gonna talk on how to scale perfectly using divergence. So let's go back to the market and let me show you what I have for you guys. Scaling is a kind of adding to something you already have. Alright, scaling is a kind of adding to something you already have. So in the forex market, when you hear the word scaling, it simply means you want to add to a position you already have that is open. Okay, adding to a position you already have that is open is what scaling is all about in the forex market. Most people try to do this but don't do it the right way, so at the end of the day they end up blowing their account. This is very risky because there are two things involved. It's either those trades you're opening are successful, or they are just totally messed up to a point where you cannot probably recover back everything you've lost. There are some drawdowns you get in the market, it's impossible to get back. So scaling is one of the downfalls people go through, because at the end of the day, if the market don't go that direction, they end up losing the entire money on all the positions they have opened. Okay, so in today's video I'm going to show you the perfect way to do to go about scaling your trade. Now this is GBP USD guys, and this is the 1 hour chart. How I do scaling is simple. You go to the higher time frames guys, go to the higher time frames. Now if you're scaling from the 1 hour time frame guys, use the daily time frame as your direction. Use your higher time frame like the daily as your direction. Now you must get the direction of the entire trade from the daily time frame, the higher time frame. Alright, now as a divergent trader, what are you looking for? A divergent signal to do to buy. Let's say we are here, we got a signal here to buy. Now you've gotten the signal already. It's a kind of guide to whatever you're doing in the smaller time frames. Now if you want a signal to buy, you wait for the perfect time to do to buy this market from the daily time frame. You wait for the perfect time to do buy this market from the daily time frame. Now you know exactly where to buy this trade. For those of you who have watched my videos before, you know exactly where to buy this trade. But if today is the very first time you're watching this video, watch the video I made first, how to trade divergence. From there you know where to buy this market. Alright, for a buy trade like this, you buy this market the moment price comes back to break and close above this previous level. So in this case we got this candle closing above this previous level. So let's mark this candle and let's go back to our 1 hour time frame to start taking our entries. Now remember, you've gotten the direction already here as an uptrend. So let's go down to the one smaller time frame, which is the 1 hour, and let's look for that spot. Okay, it wasn't recorded here, let's look for another divergence as a kind of that happened recently. But let's go to the 4 hours time frame and let's see what happened. Okay, fine, let's make use of this. It got a divergence to sell here, price was rising and oscillator was falling. So we got a divergence to sell here guys, and you know exactly where to sell this market at the close of this candle. Alright, this was where we took our sell trade. Now you've already gotten the direction from the higher time frame that is going to do is going to sell. Now let's go back to the 1 hour time frame and let's see how we can start taking our trade, how we can start scaling it. Now this was the entire stuff. Now we took our trade. First we got early entry from the 1 hour time frame. We got an early entry from the 1 hour time frame, which was a divergence at this level. Divergence here, and comparing likes for likes, we had something like this. Alright, and the oscillator was falling. Oscillator was falling while price was rising. Now we took our entry at the close of this candle here. At the close of the candle here, which is this particular one, this spike. Remember, if you're scaling, you don't have a take profit. Your trade is open, but you have a stop loss. You have a stop loss from the very beginning. Okay, so this is a scale. We want to start scaling right now. Remember, you've gotten the entire direction of the market as a down trend from the higher time frame. So we took our entry here, and the market did sold for. The market sold for us, giving us how many pips? Giving us 209 pips, guys. The market traded gave us 209 pips. We've gotten our direction from the higher time frame move. Now we've gone down to the 1 hour time frame to do to start scaling, adding to the positions we've gotten already. Now we've gotten this. The next time we should add another position to this one you've taken from the very start is when you get another divergence signal. The moment you spot another divergence signal that is the only time you should add to another trade. Now we got this trade all the way down, alright, all the way down here, and the price did rose back. As it rose back, what happened? It formed another divergence where price gave us lower highs, and oscillator is giving us higher highs. So at that point, you know exactly when to enter the market. The moment price closes below the previous high on the oscillator. So at that point, you added to your trade right from this candle. So now you have 2 trades open. You now have 2 positions open. First, you took it from the very up here, the beginning. Secondly, you got another divergence. I repeat, only add to a trade if you see using a divergence. If you see another divergence signal, that is the only time you should add to this particular trade. So we took this trade all the way down here. We did not add until we got a divergence again to sell. We've gotten the entire direction from the 4 hour time frame. Now we are not doing any other thing on the 1 hour time frame other than selling. So whatever thing we are doing here, we are not buying, we are only doing selling, because the entire direction from the 4 hours time frame is to sell. So we are only selling, adding more sell positions to the ones we already have. So we took this trade all the way down. Even when we got a divergence to buy, we did not buy, because we are aiming to just sell. Now price rose up and did formed another divergence. Price giving us lower highs, oscillator giving us higher highs. So you know exactly when to take this trade. When price breaks and close below the previous high on the oscillator. So we took this trade at this level. We now have 2 open trades. So we traded it all the way down. We made so much money all the way down. We did not take. We only took this trade. The moment price did formed another divergence here. Price from another divergence here, guys. Have you seen this? Oscillator giving us price giving us lower highs again. Oscillator giving us higher highs. So you know exactly when to take this. So the moment price does close below the previous high on the oscillator. If you're still finding it confusing on how we take these entries, watch my previous video how to trade divergence. I'm breaking everything down there, and I can't go back there right now. Okay, can't go back to that video right now. So watch the previous video so you get a better understanding on how and when to enter your market perfectly. So we took this trade all the way down here at the close of this candle. These are the candles that broke this level. So we now have 3 open positions which are still going in our direction. Okay, now we did not take further action not until we got another divergence signal to do what? To sell more at this point. So we got this one here. This was another signal. So we got another signal to do what? To sell, divergence signal. So have you seen what scaling is all about? People try to scale but don't do the right way. At the end of the day, they get into trouble. So have you seen this now? Have you seen? So we got another divergence to sell at this point, and we did what? So the moment price broke this previous what level on the oscillator, so we took our another sell entry right from the close of this candle. Okay, so we now have what? 4 open positions. Remember, we've taken the entire thing from what? We've been taking the entire direction from what? The 4 hours time frame. So remember, you've taken 4 trades. Now where are we going to have our stop loss? Okay, on each of these trades, because you've taken this first entry here, it doesn't mean you leave all your stop loss here, and taking the second entry, it doesn't mean you come and keep your stop loss above here as well. You took this first one and you had your stop loss just above the swing high candle, right? Yes. Now taking the second one, it doesn't mean this second trade now, it doesn't mean you come and keep your stop loss up here. Taking this third one doesn't mean you come and keep your stop loss up here. If you do that, guys, and this price goes against you, you end up blowing your account. Right? So I'm going to show you right now how you can do this. Okay, if you've gotten all this open trade, how do you set up your stop loss? Forget about take profit because you're scaling and you don't want to have take profit right now, except you've gotten to the 4 hours time frame and you've seen the direction already. Now you're aiming to sell here. All right, you're aiming to sell here and to take profit at the next support level. You're aiming to take profit at the next support level, which is where? At this level here. You're aiming to take profit at this support level, which is this line. So that is your take profit. And you just want to add to this. You want to scale in this market, so you had to go down to the 1 hour time frame and look for how we can do that. And at this point, you're taking your first trade and you kept your stop loss there, fine. The second trade you've taken, it doesn't mean you should come and keep your stop loss up here again. Neither is this third trade you took. It doesn't mean you should come and keep your stop loss there. So I'm going to show you guys right now how to take your how to keep your stop loss and how to protect your trade until the price or market finally hits your take profit at this level. So this was the level we left this trade. At this level, because price did hit us here as a result of the direction from the 4 hours time frame that we took. So we entered here and we had 4 open trade until the price got to our take profit. So now see what we do. After taking this first trade, you kept your stop loss here, right? You kept your stop loss here and you had it here until you took your second entry successfully at this point. So at that point, after taking your second entry at that point, this stop loss for the second entry will now be where? Up here, just at the swing high. Now the stop loss for this first entry that you kept here, you should also do well to protect it by moving it to where this guy is. Alright, you've taken this first one successfully and you got another divergence signal to do to sell, and you sold this one. Your stop loss for this second sell should just be at the swing high. You should just be at the swing high. Now not only this one, the first trade now that you had your stop loss up here, you now protect this trade by shifting the stop loss to where this guy's stop loss is. I hope you understand, guys. Now going down, you took your second entry, and you had the second entry. Your stop loss should have been just at the swing high here. All right, you should have gotten your stop loss just at the swing high here. Just at this swing high. Now after setting your stop loss for this third trade on this swing high candle, on this swing high here, you now move your first 2 down here. Okay, you now move the other one again all the way down here. So you now have 3 open positions, but out of the 3 you protected 2. If the market is going back against you from this point, you're not losing your entire money. You're just losing 1 trade and winning 2 trades. Right? So this first one, you've now shifted it all the way down here because you've taken your second entry and your stop loss for this third entry, your stop loss for this third entry is just at the swing high, and you now shifted the second entry to close some profit, and you're shifting this first entry to also close some profit at this point. So now move down again to the third entry which we took here. Now this third entry, we now had our what stop loss just above the swing high again. Remember, you're not gambling. Whenever you take your trade, your stop loss should just be few pips above or below your swing high or swing low candle. So this fourth entry here, we got our stop loss here. Now we are not just going to leave this trade like this. What are we going to do? We shift our stop loss of the previous 3 trades all the way down to where this our fourth entry is. Okay, you see what we are doing, guys? This is how to scale, not leaving everything open. So now you have the fourth trade, but not only that, you've got this fourth trade and you've protected the you protected the other 3 trades. So this market is going back, reversing back from this zone, from this level. You're not losing everything, you're losing just one and winning your last 3 trades. Okay, so and until the price gets to your take profit, this is what you should do. So in this point, in this scenario, the price hit us here at this level, because this was a level we kept as our take profit from the 4 hours time frame at the next support level. So we entered as a sell trade here. We took our profit at the next support level. This was the next support level, guys. This level, this zone. All right, and you see what that market did there. The moment market got there, it bounced and did what? Went back up against you. So if you're scaling and you had all your open trades, all the trade open without you protecting your stop loss the way we did here, see what happened. And this reaction alone can end up blowing 50% traders accounts. All right, so it's not enough to say you want to scale. You should know the right way you should do it. Okay, so do this on protect your profit like this and have entries like this until market finally does what? Hits your take profit. Now this take profit is not just for one. This take profit is the general take profit for this entire 4 trade. This first one you took here, you had your take profit here. This second one you took here, you had the take profit still here. This third one you took here, you had the take profit still here. And this last one you took here, you still had the take profit here. So the moment this one is hit, the entire trades are closed in profit. So at the end of the day, you made what? You made your first trade. This first one, you made how many pips? You're measuring from the very beginning till when they did hit your take profit. So you made how many pips? 405 pips, guys. Let me get a calculator so we check this out. I think I have a calculator here. So we had the first trade was 405 pips, which was 405, plus the second trade gave us from this point of entry till the point we were closed where the take profit is 281 pips, plus 281 pips, plus now the third entry we got how many pips from this point of entry. We got how many pips? 154 pips. All right, we got plus 154. All right, plus the last trade we took was at this point. So the point of entry to the point of take profit, we have 54 pips plus 54. So from one signal on the higher time frame, you made a scaling of 894 pips. From a signal, just one signal from a higher time frame, made a scaling of 894 pips. Instead of having just one open trade like this that will give you 405 pips, you made a scaling that ended up giving you 894 pips, guys. This is how to scale. This is how to scale. Get the direction, the entire direction of where you're going from the higher time frames. In this case, we took the direction from the 4 hours time frames that the market should do sell for us. So we targeted this level, this next support level on the 4 hours time frame, and we targeted that level as our take profit. Now we went down to the daily, the 1 hour chart. Now we're at the 1 hour chart to start doing our scaling. And so we got the entry from the very beginning here, first entry, and we scaled it. All right, entering this market here, we got the second one here. All right, and we took it successfully. Not only taking it successfully, we now shifted our stop loss of this guy up to this guy, down to this guy, by protecting what this guy and leaving this guy to run. Alright, we now got our third entry. We now took this third entry successfully. We now shifted the last two stop losses to where this guy's stop loss is. So we are now protecting what, two trade. Alright, leaving the third one open. Why are you shifting these stop losses to protect trade? Because you don't want, the market is unpredictable. Alright, some of the time you're trying to do this, you will succeed. Most of the time you're trying to do this, you will succeed, because the price will end up going back against you. So why you're protecting this profit is because from the point of the new entry, you don't want price. You're not certain that the price will go down. So if the price is from that point going back up, you should not get stopped out of the 3 trades or the previous trade you've opened. You should get stopped out on what, just that entry, that recent entry. The rest should be protected already. Like this one now, we got this third entry here, so our stop loss was where, just above this level. Not just that, we've taken this one that will have stop loss here down to this place, and we've protected what, this trade, and we've taken this one that will have stop loss here also down to this place. Now we've protected what, one and this one, only this one is now left open. So the market is going back against us from this point of entry. We are not losing everything, we are losing just one of these and making just this and these two. Alright, so but in this case the market went our way and we got another divergence to sell. Alright, we got another divergence to sell. So we took this entry again. Now it did not just end there, we shifted the previous 3 entries to where previous 3 stop losses to where this guy's stop loss is. So we're now protecting this 3 trade, so that in case the price goes back against us here, alright, we will not lose the remaining 3, we'll just lose just 1 and make out 3. But in this case, we are lucky enough that the price went all the way down to where our target was on the 4 hours time frame, which is here, the previous support level. So guys, this is how to scale in the forex market. I hope you understand all I've said so far. Download this video. You can't just watch a video once and expect to know everything, to get everything that is there. Download this video, watch them over and over again, so that you get the light out of this video. You might not understand it the first time you're hearing it, but on hearing it over and over again, you will find end up getting out the light out of it. So download this video, watch it over and over again, so understand everything I've said so far. Once again guys, don't forget to subscribe to this to my channel, so that next time I release a video, alright, our next topic is gonna be what, maximizing your profit target trading what, divergence. Alright, you're taking a trade from the 1 hour time frame. How do you maximize it to give you at least 1:5, 1:6, or probably 1:10? I'm going to show you on my next video, but you can't get that if you don't subscribe to this particular video. So subscribe right now and sit back, wait for my next video that's coming up next week, how to maximize your profit as a divergent trader. So once again, if you're still finding this whole stuff confusing and you're the type that can that understands better while reading, you can get my book. Alright, I wrote on this strategy. It's called Simplicity of Divergence. Get it and read it, whichever means you use to understand better. Get it and read it. But by the time that listens and learn faster, you can also learn from these videos. Download them, watch them over and over again. That's the only way you can get something out of this video. You can't just watch a video once and expect to get everything inside of it. Alright, so once again, thank you very much for watching my video. I hope to see you on my next video.